So I guess this is my second update. Hasn't been going quite as consistently as I initially promised. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Yeah, I know I said initially I was going to try to do this like twice a week. Past few days have been fun and full of adventures. And by adventures I mean just like really just playing really an unnecessary amount of video games and watching Netflix, which is an adventure in its own right, I think. No, it's been job hunting lately. I am now in beautiful Pasadena, just like handing out resumes to every single restaurant I see. Oh, there's the Cheesecake Factory. That's next on my list. So that's a sign of how it's going, that I'm now applying to Cheesecake Factory. But it's Cheesecake Factory in Pasadena, and for those of you who watch The Big Bang Theory, that's where Penny and Bernadette work. So that's a thing. Fun fact, Pasadena in the show looks nothing like Pasadena in real life. Ready? You want to see it? Do you want to see what Pasadena looks like? Yeah? Okay. Are you sure? Oh. Okay, yeah, no, we can do that. This is Old Town, is what they call this. Okay, that's nice. It's just like, here's the main strip. So, hey, Cheesecake Factory. I guess it really isn't a good representative of what Pasadena is in some, but yeah, it's quaint, it's nice. Not really certain what else to say about Pasadena. This is like honestly only my third time here, but yeah, this is the main drag that is called Old Town. So it's like this area of, I don't know, maybe a couple blocks, maybe like 8 blocks or so is what comprises Old Town. And so you have, you know, some really swanky restaurants, some really kooky restaurants. You know, you have, like I said, you have the Cheesecake Factory, so you have all sorts of lots of tourists who are hungry, and hopefully these restaurants need another server because cash is good. We've established that already. Okay, so job stuff out of the way. What else is going on in my life? Well, let's see. I got a SAG voucher, which is really cool. For those of you that don't know what that is, so to really do anything in acting out here that's of any import or really is going to pay you well at all, you have to be a part of the union, the SAG-AFTRA union. SAG is, I think, Screen Actors Guild, and AFTRA is Actors for Film, Television, Radio Association, something along those lines. And to become part of that union, you have to get either 3 SAG vouchers. Oh, my hair looks so cool right now. I have the power. Yeah, we're just gonna let that happen. Anyway, so you have to either get 3 SAG vouchers or 1 Taft-Hartley, which just waives the need for all the vouchers, and you can be in the union immediately. Well, after you drop $2,300, which is, you know, I have that just lying around, which is cool. To get these vouchers, you have to basically be super lucky, which I would say that I am. But yeah, you basically just have to be working on a gig where, I don't know, maybe one of the ADs or the directors or one of the producers is just like, hey, you'd be perfect for this part right here. We're going to give you like 1 small line. There you go. That would bump you up to a featured extra instead of just doing like background work. So as a featured extra, you'd get a pay bump, which is actually pretty significant, and you get a voucher. This is my loose understanding of it so far, by the way. And yeah, so it really is just a matter of luck. Now, what's cool is I'm in California in a very unique opportune time because web series are now becoming a big thing. So I'm trying to think of like some prominent ones on YouTube. I mean, of course, I don't know how many of you are familiar with people like Philip DeFranco or Toby Turner or the guy who does the What the Buck show. There's a lot of shows on YouTube, like people just like presenting the news and stuff like that. Those aren't web series, but I mean, YouTube is obviously really come into its own as a form of, as its own medium for entertainment. And so SAG-AFTRA, the union, wants to see this succeed as its own entity. That is to say, so you have the stage, you have film, you have television, and now they want to see the union wants to see YouTube and web series come into their own business, which is kind of somewhat self-serving, because if it is its own form of entertainment in earnest, that means that we'll have more people who are like just web series actors, potentially. So that means there's more people in the union, there's more dues, they're making more money. So it's kind of self-serving in that sense. But yeah, I mean, great for me because of that. There are so many web series that are coming about now, and because SAG-AFTRA wants them to really advance and grow as an industry, they are giving out a lot of SAG vouchers to production companies and to web series just to accumulate more members of the union who are paying their dues and such. So it's kind of circumlocucious. I'm trying to explain a really simple point. I think I'm complicating it and confusing most of you. You look confused. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I'm bad at explaining things, and I cannot brain today. So, right. Me in California right now, web series are a big thing. Web series, fortunately, are able to give out these SAG vouchers to actors who aren't even really doing anything that big. Where, like, if they were doing the same type of role, say on film or, television, they wouldn't get a SAG voucher at all. They would just get paid their normal rate, which is usually $8 an hour for extras. But yeah, so long story short, very long and winding story short, I was on a web series recently. It's part of YouTube's Comedy Week, which you'll be seeing in the end of May. I don't know how many of you spend countless hours, like I do, on YouTube, just looking at really like random stuff. You may have seen commercials for Comedy Week already. They've already been putting out advertisements for it, just like out on billboards out here. So, more words are coming. Wait. Right, so I was on a web series called Ultimate Ears with a guy named Reggie Watts. Really funny comedian, awesome. Go check him out. And this guy, Asif Ali, who's somewhat lesser known than Reggie Watts, but still really funny. Like, most surreal moment of working that gig was, in between takes when we were just, able to talk. We were just, like, chatting it up, and, like, I was joking with an LA comedian. So for me, I was just like, I'm making someone who, like, has made a career out of doing stand-up laugh right now, which was, like, words can't even describe. So, that was cool. What else is going on? Other things I've worked on. I worked on Operation Repo. If any of you are familiar with that, you probably live a very sad and lonely life. That is, I don't really have any basis for that, but I'm just assuming if you're friends with me, you probably have a very sad and lonely life. That's kind of the name of the game. But Operation Repo it's like a true TV show that it's like these two super white trashy people who go around just repossessing cars and what have you that people were not able to make payments on. So this episode that I was on involved this kid who was up at like his parents' lake house having this random like rager of a party, and what was being repossessed was those giant inflatable blobs. You see, like, you wouldn't put them in a pool, but like, yeah, in a lake, I guess, where I think everyone's wanted to try this at least once in their life, and I highly recommend it because it is fun. Or like someone sits on one end, another person like jumps off like a ladder or some sort of high deck, or I don't know, and then because it's a blob that isn't completely filled with air, it launches the other person sky high. And yeah, got to work on this gig and got paid like $100 just like flip off of that a couple of times into a lake, which was awesome. And yeah, that was up in Lake Arrowhead, which is like an hour and a half away. So crazy drive up into like mountainous territory. And when I was driving back, I had to drive through a rainstorm. Fun fact. So yeah, that was a fun-filled day, adventure. What's up, bus? It's gonna make a lot of noise. Yeah, it's a bus. I don't like this bus. I'm gonna walk away from it. Okay, so this is what, like 10 minutes long? Wow, super long update. So that's me. I miss all of you guys. Talk to me. Let's not be strangers anymore. When was the last time you said hello to me? Just even hello, you know? It was a while ago. Yeah, you are an awful person. You are. I mean that. You do. I'm running out of words. Also, you're kind of boring. Alright, I'm gonna leave now. Okay. Alright, bye.